Hello, Alice. In today's video, I want to talk about how our workbox system has not been working and how we're going to be switching this TROFAST shelf over to, I think, like a storage organizing system. And then items like that would be in his workbox normally, I'm just going to have one activity bin, and I'm going to move like one or two items from the activity bin into a morning basket, which I'm going to do a separate video on the morning basket. But yeah, our workbox system is not working because workboxes are designed for children to independently do their work. And, they go to the box, they pull out the, work that's in there, and then they do it. And then you can remove the label or put, some people use like a star system. But Nate just does not like doing these activities independently. He'd rather do them with me. Now, recently I did get these new lighter color bins. So I have two of them. And we need a lot of storage. So I think what I'm going to do is, like I said, we're not going to be using the workbox system since Nate doesn't like, independently doing the work on his own. And I'm going to be taking all these labels off. I'll show you some of the other items I would like to store in these shelves. I love this TROFAST tower because it does hold a lot of items. But I'll show you what I mean because other items are overflowing in other areas. Like, for example, I would use one of those bins for like flashcards and stuff like that because they're always lying here on his desk. His desk is always, messy and stuff like that. So I'd have a one drawer with like flashcards or like language cards. And then this is another area. We have these bins for social studies, science, language, and math. And they get quite full and overstuffed. Like you can see that sun is actually in the social studies bin. It should be in the science bin, but it's like, sometimes digging through these bins. So what I might do is go through them, like some of the science stuff, put all the life cycle stuff together, all the human body stuff together, space stuff together, like organize it more better. Some of the educational games in the math or language bin, put them in their own separate bin over there. But yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing in this video, is just reorganizing some of these items. This is another problem area. So behind my sofa bed here, we have this green ottoman, and it's full of all our little games, and there's other cards and stuff like that. I tend to keep games in like pouches or these Ziploc bags, but again, this gets super messy and disorganized. So maybe I can pull some of the items out of this and put them in the TROFAST bins as well. And then I'm planning on labeling everything as well. But yeah, this is a hot mess sometimes as well. So I would like to get some of these items better organized. Also, I have these two bins that I've been storing extra science items. Like this one has like extra large magnets. There's some seashells. There's geodes and our snake skin. And then in this one I have a lot of fine motor stuff. There's other magnets, the lacing boards, and puzzles. I believe there's also some other life cycle items in these bins. Now these bins I would like to repurpose for some holiday like decorations storage. So I'm hoping to get these items out of here and then organize them into that TROFAST shelf as well. But yeah, I'm going to continue organizing everything and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. So I got one bin completely empty, and this other bin I'm putting some of our St. Patrick's Day and spring items in it just to have them on hand. But yeah, I was happy to at least get one bin completely empty. So I'll show you the other bins that I had by my patio door. I kind of downsized them, and then I'll show you the organized TROFAST shelf. It's looking pretty good, and it'll be much easier for us to find items. So these bins here are reorganized. So social studies didn't have much to begin with, but we still kept the like stuff about the prime ministers, a map of Canada puzzle, and social studies book, and some cards about flags. And then in the science one, I kind of downsized the items in here and moved them to that new TROFAST shelf, so it looks much better, more organized. The language one is still full, but I kind of stood things more up like this so I can look, and find what I need faster. And same with the math one, I kind of put them up like this so I could just grab like the money if I need, or the clock, or whatever we're using. So I'll just show you that green storage ottoman and show you. I didn't get much out of there, but at least it looks a little bit neater as well. So yeah, this still has a lot of our games and puzzles, but again, I stood them up so I can just like easily grab the memory game. A lot of the card games I put in this little tray here from Dollarama. So yeah, it looks a little bit more organized, but yeah, this is where we keep a lot of our puzzles and games. So now I'm going to show you what the TROFAST shelf looks like. Now I did add these labels, but they're not sticking too well to this, so I might have to change those out. But this one stayed the same. It's got a lot of his little spinners, his flarp, and then I added a lot of the tools that he uses in his dig kits or for his geodes. His level and his tape measure are still there. And then up here is the pegboard from Temu, and I kept his little magnet drawing board on top of here. It's the best place to store it. But on here it's just the bin itself is from IKEA, but then this tray came from Temu, and it's just this pegboard. I added the elastic bands, this other little pegboard set, and the lacing shoe is in here, and then we have the other small little pegboard from Temu in there. And then this one I marked sensory and fine motor beads. I have some other beads I'll be adding to this, but for right now there's these pearl beads that do the Mario characters, and this is more like sensory, so kinetic sand, this little mold here, this little spyglass, and then his little clarinet thing is back there as well. And then up here is puzzles and like magnet games, lots of different puzzles, and then there's like little magnet pieces that he can, you know, make silly animals. I also put the dinosaur magnets in here. So yeah, it looks much more organized. And then this one I did the snake skin, and then the rocks, geodes, nature cards, the dig kits. So these little rocks here are from Dollarama, so you can look at different types of rocks. That was in the crafts section. Then we have like the dig kits, the geodes, and then there's the matching cards. That container here from IKEA, I just have some of his smaller microscope pieces in there. And then the snake skin fit nicely there. As we move up, we have life cycles, shells, human bodies, items, and then fossils. A lot of our life cycle stuff is out at the moment because I'm getting it ready for some spring activity. But we have this game here about the human body. It is in Spanish, I believe, but we can still play it. It's a bingo game. And then there's the shells. And there's a brain there and a stomach that you can add to water and it will grow. We got life cycle there. And then there's the human body organs, a tube set, and the fossil tube set. And then as we move up, we have this math one. So in here I just put flashcards, the math cubes. Yes, like I was saying, the labels are coming off. Space items, and then coins and magnets. So these larger magnets I put up here, I put space items. There's the cubes, and then in this container back here we have play money and like counting chips. And then there's some flashcards here. And then the last one is the spotted games, and then language flashcards, storytelling, so like the cubes and the board, felt board. So yeah, lots of spotted games. We had these ones here, which are the dry erase ones, and then we have lots of those spotted games from the McDonald's Happy Meals. And then some other cards, the story dice. So yeah, everything fit in here really nicely, and it's much more organized now, and I can find items really fast. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot for watching it, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Take care and bye for now.